Who enjoys sex more, men or women? Well, I think it's the wrong question. But first, let's explore the Greek myth of Tiresias. Hello, my name is Valdo Lallemand. I'm a relationship coach. I started The Vibrant Couple 9 months ago to further my purpose of liberating love through connection and playfulness. There is a lot on the internet on how to pick up chicks, but very little on how to learn to romance one's longtime partner. Welcome to our series, Flirting with Your Wife. Today is our 10th episode. The sad reality is that women do not trust men, and men do not understand women. I am doing this video both for men and women to increase trust and understanding. Tiresias was one of the most famous soothsayers in antiquity. He's the one who predicted that Oedipus would kill his father and marry his mother, and that Narcissus would live a long life if he did not see his reflection. Here is the myth of Tiresias. I believe you will read much quicker than I can narrate the story, and so I invite you to pause the video. And I don't know if you know, I learned that recently. If you use the arrows on your keyboard, arrow to the left, you go 5 seconds back, and arrow to the right, you go 5 seconds further. I believe that the myth of Tiresias is very pertinent to exploration of sexual pleasure. Here I am not interested in historical nor statistical validity. So, who experiences more pleasure? Well, I think it is the wrong question. I believe the question is, how could we be experiencing more pleasure? Pleasure is not a luxury. Pleasure is not just for the ones with toned bodies. Pleasure is not just for happy couples. Pleasure is not just about sex. There is also sensual pleasure. Pleasure is not just for women. Pleasure is not something to hide or fear. And pleasure is not sinful. When we turn away from pleasure, we lose touch with our life force and we lose connection with our humanity. My answer to this first riddle is can. I want to invite you to experience more and more sexual pleasure with its inevitable joys and pains. In my view, sex practice, I mean here real sex practice as a couple in which both want to be really fully present to each other, is one of the best ways of melting the inevitable hurts, disconnect, misunderstandings, and obsessions we have sexually. As you delve into your sexual pleasure practice with your partner, I invite you to pay attention to, of course, sex, pleasure, but also intimacy and the inevitable obstacles that arise through the practice. As we are learning from Hera in the myth of Tiresias, the answer to the second quiz is emotions. So men, at minimum, do not give bullshit excuses to your wife like Zeus does in the myth of Tiresias. And at best, build a capacity to be present to her emotions. You may not fully understand them, but know they are at least 9 times stronger than yours. The third quiz does not come from the myth of Tiresias, but men, pay attention. Women worry way more than men can even fathom. And so as a result, women get restless and become bored much quicker than men. In addition, women's sexual fantasies are also 9 times wilder than men's. Sadly, too many women are highly embarrassed by it and are not willing to show their partner that part of their personality unless he shows his first. So I'm very soon going to do a video to invite men to explore their bad boys, and then I will do a video to invite men and women to explore her naughty girl. Women get bored 9 times quicker than men. So men, this does not mean that you change sexual positions 9 times quicker. This is an invitation for you to develop your moment-to-moment presence so she can relax in her pleasure and be transformed both by her pleasure and your masculine presence. I mentioned at the beginning of this video the sad reality that women do not trust men and that men do not understand women. I am hoping that through these 3 riddles, men will learn to better understand women, because a man who understands women is more trustable. If this video inspired you to liberate more love and more pleasure in your relationship, please hit the like button below and subscribe so you can be notified when I publish new juicy content. And please share with all you believe would benefit. I look forward to seeing you very soon.